In Ottawa, the ceremonies began at sunrise. Indigenous people gathered in the shadow of Parliament Hill, hopeful this day might mark the dawn of a new relationship with the federal government. It was a day of at least symbolic transformation. The Prime Minister gathering with First Nations, Métis and Inuit leaders, confirming the former U.S. Embassy that has sat vacant for 2 decades across from Parliament will become a new Indigenous centre.
Until now, there hasn't been a space within our parliamentary precinct dedicated to and for Indigenous peoples. That changes today.
The Prime Minister also announcing today he would honour a demand that he strip the building that houses his own office of its name. Langevin Block is named for Hector Louis Langevin, a member of Sir John A. Macdonald's cabinet and an architect of the residential school system.
Thank you so much for changing that name. That's a big thing, because that's part of reconciliation.
Reconciliation is a central pledge of the Liberal government, yet suicide remains a crisis for Indigenous youth, and a lack of housing and clean water still plagues many communities. All facts the opposition was today eager to point out.
How can he be proud of that record?
The government argues change takes time, but even its announcements today have come in for criticism. The former U.S. Embassy is an ornate structure that still bears the markings of its former residents. Some Indigenous architects wonder if it's truly suited to its new purpose.
It's absolutely a colonial building. It is a symbol of colonial occupation in North America and around the world.
To the government, though, the most important symbol is where the building is located.
This is the prime piece of real estate in this country. It looks straight to the Parliament buildings. It was the American Embassy, the most important relationship to Canada, and now this building will house First Nations, Inuit, and Métis as the most important relationship to Canada.
The hope is that work could be completed by 2023, but Indigenous leaders first need to agree on what the new centre will do and what it will look like. The goal is for it to become a symbol of reconciliation, but that's still a long way off. Tom Parry, CBC News, Ottawa.